Great morning. It is Sunday, September 15th. I'm back. I took a day off yesterday. Once in a while, I do take a down day. Not very often, but. So today, let's start off with our wisdom cards of the day. What is the universe going to put out there this morning about success? Success. Now success comes, I like they've got the panther there, the Black Panther, or you could say the Black Leopard, Black Panther, because success comes when you have challenged the dark. You've been willing to go through those places, the fearful places, to challenge and come out the other side. Okay, but you have to be willing to have challenges in order to have success. Success does not come by the yellow brick road of easiness. You're not going to get there by an armchair adventure. Okay? So if you think somebody, like I had somebody the other day that wanted me to give them, to transcribe a text. It's a tantric text. It's not something, again, that is given out lightly. Tantric. They're not even a student, and they said, gee, thanks. Just translate and give this all to me. Thanks. No. No. Again, you have to be willing to walk the journey. You have to walk the walk. Not just sit there and get somebody to tell you what something means, and then you sit there and you can yammer about it because you've heard something about it. That's not wisdom. That's not, it benefits you in no way whatsoever. If you are trying to read something and get it in a logical manner of something that the mind can understand, because spirit is so far beyond mind. Okay, one has to go beyond the mind to actually access spirit. Okay, there's only so much you can access of spirit through mind play. Okay, you can have a lot of adventures through mind play. Okay, it's very creative, very, very creative. Okay, but along the journey, again, first, if you're going to get success, you have to be willing to challenge the difficult parts, face the fears, walk through the dark, come through the other side. But when you've done that, then you stop, take in the view, take stock of the treasures you've earned. Okay? So take some time. Take some time along the way. Every once in a while, we need to have a little downtime, a little time to recharge, take stock, relax, okay? Be in tune with the universe. Just enjoy those blessings, okay? If you are on the way to discover the self. And I'm not talking about finding out whatever you can find out about your little ego self that you're trying to build on. I'm talking about the self, that which is beyond the ego, which allows the ego to take place, but is so far beyond, the light beyond lights, okay? The light beyond lights, that divine is, that great is, okay? So if you're on the journey to discover the self, and once you've been successful of, and also this one, I wanted to say also with this, stop and take in the view, along the way as well. Oh, and it looks like we've got somebody walking up here through the clouds. He's very difficult to see, but he's walking that journey, the Hierophant, or the mystic. Okay. And to get to the self, first you have to challenge the dark. You have to face the fear. You have to surrender. 100% surrender into discover the self. Okay. Once one discovers the self, then the ego is no more, because no one sees the face of the Father and lives. Okay? That's an actuality. Who and what you thought you were before is over, done, finished. Okay? That's dead. Okay? And that's again what Christ was showing when he did. He said you have to be born of the water and the Spirit. We've got a physical form, but you have to be born into spirit. You have to, those that have seen me have seen the Father that sent me. All of these things he kept pointing to. Have no fear. You have to surrender. You have to go through that death. He faced the cross to show this stuff couldn't hold you. What happened after he totally surrendered? Okay? First he went there and he said, Father, Father, why have you forsaken me? And that's what it feels like when you get to that moment of absolute, utter surrender. You feel like you are on your own, abandoned. And at that point you surrender totally, 100%. If you think it's easy to surrender when you feel you've been abandoned, you don't know if you're going to cease to exist or something's going to possess you, think again. It's not a joke. It's not a game. It's not a play, But you have to absolutely, utterly, completely, and totally surrender, even in the midst of the fear mode. If you're walking that journey and you want to get to discover self, you want to go through that light. You want to find that light beyond lights, the life of all life and the death of all death. Then you have to take that journey and surrender. Once you have done that and you have come back into this existence, okay, in a split second everything changes and nothing changes. The world is still the same world, but you have utterly changed. Every fiber and cell of your being has changed. Okay, you come back and then you can be the wise leader. You can be a beacon for others because you have done the journey. Now, if you want to be a beacon for others, you can't just read a book and talk about it. You have to have actually walked and completed it. That's like me trying to teach somebody how to walk the Appalachian Trail. I am by no means somebody that has walked the Appalachian Trail. Therefore, I would be ineffective. I've heard about it. I've read about it. I've watched others do it. But that does not make me any type of an authority about it. If you're going to be an authority and a beacon, you have to have actually walked and completed that successfully. Then you can be a beacon of light to others, and you can speak about what you know, what comes from wisdom, not from logical, I've read, what comes from wisdom, because it is your reality. It's not conjecture. It's not a light bulb moment of aha. Where you think you understand something. It's something that has been completed successfully. Therefore, you know the map and the layout, the cautions, the things that are beneficial, the things that are not beneficial. At that point, you can be a leader and speak about the journey to whatever it is you are leading and teaching about. I don't care whether it's pottery or it's, like in this case, a spiritual path to self-realization, okay, to moksha, liberation, okay. First, you have to walk the journey for whatever you're teaching, music or pottery, jewelry making, it doesn't matter, cooking, whatever it is you are teaching and wanting to be a light about, You have to have actually completed the journey. Okay? Face the fear, overcome the obstacles to be successful. Okay? So hopefully somebody has gotten something from this. Never give up on your goals. Never give up. Okay? Again, every journey, no matter what you're studying or where you're going, there are going to be complications, difficulties along the way. Know that if you continue to work at it, and you may not see, I have people on the path and they say, well, I'm not seeing any progress. You get to a point. Well, things are working under the surface. Okay, you don't always see things out here. It can be working under the surface. And especially a spiritual path. You have a lot of stuff that's cranking under the surface, always working, until that last big blowout. Okay? Till that last big blowout. It's like they say, realization happens instantly. Yeah, but it takes years and lifetimes to get to that instant. Okay? It's like, oh, the band was an overnight success. No, they've taken years and years and years of practice, slogging around, and then they had the good fortune to be in the right place at the right time. And they were ready. So they became an instant success. So much for the instant. These things depend on good karma, being in the right place, the right time, having the right energy, being open, and the universe, in the flow with that at that moment. Okay? So stay in the flow. Again, face the fears, the difficult times. You still have to walk through it. Okay? Enjoy the light. Take time. Again, and this is those that are on the path again to realization. Just because you had that nirvikalpa samadhi moment, you have to have a nirvikalpa sahaj, the ongoing effortless, not with something you hold with effort. It has to come to that point of effortlessness. Okay? You go to the state of turiyatita. Turiyatita means the mind is still. There is no more active mind. It has subsided. It has submerged into that great absolute. The divine is. That zero. Okay? That which is prior to. This is why the linga looks like a zero. Like an egg, like a zero. It's that great potentiality that one has entered. Shakti makes everything the vision to see. That Shiva, Parabrahman, that which is before the externalization. I call it the pregnant void. It's not devoid. It is pregnant with everything that will ever come into existence. Pregnant void. Okay, it's how do you say, like active without activity? All knowing without limited knowledge. Okay, it is a paradox. It is a paradox that you cannot explain to people in logical mind words of duality, because words of duality are limited. This is unlimited. This is the unlimited divine is that makes possible all of existence, but is never touched by any of the happenings in existence. It is always pure, always that pure potential, always. Okay. So again, I'm going to leave this here. Got off a little bit. Once in a while that happens, get off on a little tangent talking about it. But again, it's a journey that you have to make yourself. I don't care what guru or wants to say, I'm not a guru. satsang sellers that say there's nothing to get, there's nowhere to go, which is nonsense, because all of them that enter realization had done something. Okay? Something had been cranking under the surface. Okay? And when everything blows out, yeah, it seems like there's nothing to do. So therefore, they throw the baby away with the bathwater and say it was of no use. I didn't need that. It was always there. Yeah, but if you don't have that, you need the bridge to cross. Once you get to the other side, you no longer need the bridge. It doesn't mean that the bridge was not important during that time, but you don't drag the bridge with you. And this is what happens. Some of them have a glimpse. They go over the bridge. They want to keep, they say the bridge was never needed. Well, you didn't fly over the water. You went over a bridge, okay? It was needed. It's no longer needed. Okay, so it's coming back to those paradoxes that happen, okay? So I'm going to leave this here. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great Sunday. For the new subscribers, welcome. Always great to have you here. For those that have been around for a while, thanks for staying. Don't forget, if you'd like to support this channel, keep it on air, please think about doing a donation once in a while. There is a little donation tab down there, or click a thumbs up. That's very well appreciated as well. I also have a Patreon channel. One that is for the music. If you enjoy the music and you don't want to have to scroll looking for it through all this other stuff, you just want to enjoy the music, for $10 a month you can enjoy the music, as much as you want without having to deal with the pesky ads and looking through all the stuff. And also these daily wisdoms I have on another Patreon channel that's $10 a month. Again, same thing. You can go through and access just all of these guiding light type of readings. Okay, if they're benefiting you and you don't want to have to go through all the political stuff and things, think about joining the Patreon channel. Okay, so it's 2 cups of coffee a month. Okay. Think of it that way. 2 cups of coffee a month. If you go to Starbucks, this is two cups of coffee. Okay. So anyway, well, for me, I do ventes. What can I say? Maybe not for everybody. I take that back. I stand corrected. Maybe not. Anyway. I need the large coffee, okay? So I'm going to leave this here. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. If there's a reading you want to see done, please let me know. I'm also doing a big special, $15 for a reading that's the Oracle and the Tarot card together, of more guidance for yourself, things that might aid you in your journey, just to sit with, to think about, that might help to open you to going a little more forward. Okay, so that's $15 now. I mean, okay, cheap. Anyway, if you're interested in that, get a hold of me at crystalkundalini@hotmail.com, or a regular reading. Let me know. See you online. Have a great day. Aho.